Well, today marks a major moment in the fight for accountability after one of the most horrific mass shootings in Texas history. As we speak, jury selection is underway in Corpus Christi for the trial of former Uvalde CISD officer Adrian Gonzales. He faces 29 counts of child endangerment connected to the 2022 mass shooting at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, when a gunman killed 19 students and 2 teachers. Now, the other 10 counts stem from injured students. Prosecutors say Gonzales failed to confront the shooter and protect students. Each count carries a potential sentence of up to 2 years in prison.
Well, KVUE senior reporter Tony Plohetsky is one of the many reporters working alongside our sister stations all across Texas to bring us the latest in this trial. He's here to talk to us more about the jury selection process. So, Tony, obviously picking the right jury is really key to any case.
And keep in mind, this case was moved from Uvalde to Nueces County to Corpus Christi in an effort to try to get an impartial jury. But to your point, a lot is being asked of these jurors. They're going to have to sit through testimony for weeks, and not just testimony. We're talking about really wrenching details and evidence that will be presented to this jury during the course of this trial. So jury selection, many experts will tell you that oftentimes a case is won or lost in jury selection. But in this particular case, with these particular facts, experts say who is ultimately seated in that jury box could be very determinative about the outcome of this case.
And Tony, just how difficult will this case be? What have legal experts told you about the challenges?
It is going to be extremely difficult, really, for both sides. The defense is going to have to really try to get jurors to move past the emotions of this case, these deep emotions, of course, talking about children who were killed inside their classroom. But at the same time, prosecutors are going to have to try to get jurors to focus on the law itself. And the law itself, Jenny and Ashley, is particularly challenging because usually this particular law, child endangerment, is used when someone actually does something. So think of a parent driving 100 miles an hour in the car with the kid not in a seatbelt. But in this case, it actually turns that on its head, and the officer is being prosecuted for what he allegedly did not do. So in that way, it's going to be a very challenging case as well.
Yeah, it'll be challenging, but Tony, we just also want to note, to get a prosecution, to get a conviction in this type of case, it's rare. Prosecuting these types of cases are rare.
And that's one of the reasons that the nation's eyes are going to be on this case. Keep in mind, prosecutions of police officers remain rare across the country. But when we talk about a police officer being criminally charged and facing trial in a case like this for allegedly not acting in a mass shooting, we've gone back and we have only found one additional case. And you may recall it. It stemmed from the 2018 shooting at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Florida. A police officer stood trial and was acquitted in 2023 in that case on multiple charges that he faced for allegedly not acting to save those students inside that high school.
Yeah, very difficult case.
It's going to be interesting, certainly, to watch. And as you mentioned, Tony, very emotional.
Wrenching,
yeah.
Absolutely wrenching. We've known, obviously, from early on that what happened that day was just tragic, but this is really going to put that all into focus.
Tony Plohetsky, thank you so much for that.
Thank you.